y is equals to minus of fx. Hello? Y equals to minus of fx. What I told you? For minus of fx, you have to revolve the basic curve about the x-axis by 180 degree. Now, if I just revolve this curve, rotate this curve about the x-axis by 180 degree, the curve will look something like this. And that will be the transformed graph of y equals to minus of fx. You are revolving this curve, you are rotating the curve about the x-axis by 180 degree. So what you are getting? So this point is minus 2, 0. This point is again minus 4, 0. Right? This is the origin. This point is nothing but the reflection of this point. So this is 0, minus 3. This point is 4, 0. And the ordinate of this point will be 0, 2. Is it clear? So this is the graph of y equals to minus of fx. Is it clear? Okay. Now if I go for the transformation y equals to f of minus x, then how the curve will look like? Let us check. What was the condition? How I told you? What is the rule? I told you that first the basic graph you have to draw. You have already been given, you have given the basic graph, so no need to draw it anymore. So after drawing the basic graph, all you have to do is you have to rotate the graph about the y-axis by 180 degree. So if I rotate this curve about the y-axis by 180 degree, our curve, the graph is coming something like this. This point will be minus 4, 0. The ordinate of this point will be 0, minus 2. This point, the coordinate of this point is 0, minus 2. The ordinate of this point is minus 2. This point will be 2, 0. It is the reflection of this point. So it will come here as 2, 0. This point remains as it is. It's 0, 3. This point, actually the abscissa of this point, that is the x coordinate, is minus 4 over here. So in this case, this point will be 4, 0. Is it clear to everybody? So this is the graph of y equals to f of minus x. Is it clear? Now let us go for the transformation. Like y is equals to f of 2 times f of x. 2 times f of x. What I told you? When it is a times fx, we stretch the graph along the y-axis by 2 units. In this case, it's 2 units. So we will stretch the graph along the y-axis by 2 units without affecting the point of intersection of the curve with the x-axis. So in this case, what will happen? What will be the transformed graph? If I stretch it 2 times along the y-axis, think about it. This is origin. This is minus 2, 0. It remains as it is. The abscissa of this point is minus 4, 0. Remains as it is. But this point will be changed. Yes or no? This was actually 0, 3. You have stretched 2 times. So now this point will be 0, 6. You see, this point is again 4, 0. It will remain as it is. But this point again, since it has been stretched 2 units along the y-axis, so now this point will become 0, minus 6. Am I correct? Oh, I'm sorry. It will be 0, 4. 0, minus 4. So this, since you have stretched the curve along the y-axis by 2 units, so this point will become 0, minus 4. This point will become 0, 6. But the point where the curve is intersecting the x-axis or touching the x-axis will remain unchanged. So this is the curve of the transformed graph of y equals to 2 times fx. Is it clear? Now, if I try to draw the graph of y equals to f of 2x, then what I told you, you have to contract the graph along the x-axis by 2 units without affecting the y-axis coordinates. Is it clear? So in this case, the transformed graph will look something like this. Look it carefully. I have compressed the graph along the x-axis by 2 units. That is, look it carefully. This point is 0, 3. It will remain as it is. Okay. Now, since you have compressed the graph along the x-axis by 2 units, it was 4, 0. So now this point will become how much? 2, 0. Am I correct? This point will be 2, 0. It was minus 2, 0. This point will be contracted to minus 1, 0. Am I correct? The abscissa of this point was minus 4, 0 previously. Now it will become minus 2, 0. This is the origin as it is. Is it clear? This edge, the ordinate of this edge was minus 2. In this case also this point is 0, minus 2. That's all. So this is the graph of y equals to f of 2x. Is it clear? Similarly, if I try to draw the graph of, the transformed graph of y equals to f of x by 2, then how we will draw? What I told you, in that case, you have to stretch the graph along the x-axis by 2 units without affecting the coordinates on the y-axis. So how the graph will look of this basic graph after stretching it, how it will look like? Look it carefully. This point, you have stretched it by 2 units. It was actually minus 2, 0. Now this point will be minus 4, 0. Hello? Is it clear? This point will be, this point, previously it was minus 4, 0. You have stretched 2 units. So this point will be minus 8, 0. Is it clear? This is the origin. This point was 0, 3. It will remain as it is. Okay? This point was how much? It was 4, 0. You have stretched 2 units. So this point will be 8, 0. It will be not affected because as I told you, your y coordinates will not be affected. So this point is again 0, minus 2. Is it clear? In this case, your stretching has occurred on the x-axis. On the x-axis, not on the y-axis. Whatever y-axis coordinates were there, it remains as it is. It will be unaffected. Is it clear to everyone? Have you understood this transformation? So now you can go for your transformations that I have already given in the study material. First you see these videos at least 2 times. Then you will understand the graphical transformation clearly. And then you go for the exercise. Complete the exercise 1. Don't leave any sum there. Complete the whole exercise. Then you will be confident about the graphical transformation. And I'm telling you at the very, since it's a basic mathematics chapter, I'm telling you, graph and graphical transformations are very, very important as far as your engineering entrance examination, all India engineering entrance examination is concerned, right? Through your graphs, you can solve problems much easily. And there will be some problems which you won't be able to solve mathematically. Until and unless you go for graphical methods, maybe you won't be able to, solve it without any calculator or something, other gadgets like that. Okay? So, which we are not allowed, we are not supposed to carry those gadgets in the examination hall. So, I will always suggest you go through the this graphical transformation thoroughly, go for the exercise, and then you will be confident about the graph and graphical transformation chapter. Is it clear to all of you?